Everything in here has its own story. Starting at the top of the stairs, these doors I had found in the attic of my old house. I had them for probably about 10 years, not knowing what I was going to do with them. Finally found a home here. They're fully functional. They open up. End up probably putting some photos or newspaper clippings in there. This here is kind of funny. Bought this at a swap meet in Wisconsin. I was with my dad. He thought I was crazy until I put this picture here of him in Vietnam driving some of similar GMC yellow trucks from Vietnam. So this isn't the exact same grill, but pretty close to a year. And after that, he was showing everybody. This here was the innards of a jukebox. Still have the rest of it outside. It wasn't working, and I just thought everything was kind of cool to look at. This sign here I got from a friend. Unfortunately, he's now passed away, but it was in a barn fire. Grabbed it out of the gravel. They weren't sure what they were going to do with it. I saw it, and I kind of knew exactly where it would go. Here's a jail. Didn't know exactly what I was going to put in this spot. Found these bars out back in the mud in the garden when I was digging. Got this light from a antique fair and then rewired it with a landscape light. Just got some wanted posters in there like it's supposed to be a jail. But it's a dual purpose and it houses my dartboard. Spend a lot of time there on the dartboard, and then for that space back there, the kids can go back there, but most of the time I just use it to store my chairs. Got this antique door, vintage door, out of a dumpster, and just made it work. This is my theater room. Probably the part of the basement that I dislike the most. Still needs some character to it. Not really sure, but I'll probably end up redoing this at some point. The fireplace was there. I had it inspected. They suggested not to use it, so I just have a light in there for now. This is the furnace room here. So I got the door in case we ever need to replace the furnace, and I have the louver doors. You have service access, and it can breathe. Got a barber pole for my friend. She had a bunch of old stuff. I'm not sure. She did own an ice cream shop. She may have had it there at her ice cream shop. Got the door from Habitat for Humanity. Painted to make it look like it's actually a room. In fact, it's just mounted against the wall. It's actually a metal door. Got this at a garage sale. Guy just cleaning up, and got this at a swap meet. I think I paid like 50 cents for it. That is the general store, is one of the first places I built down here. Got the window from Marketplace. The bottom two signs I got from Marketplace, and then my father made the top one. I just had some old rope laying around, so kind of made a purpose out of it. Old cow's head. That there is a luggage rack for a Model A. It goes along the running board. Kind of cool. It's too rusty to put on a car to show off. Just a chair there. And then this here is supposed to look like shipping equipment or something like that. It's actually my weight set. So when I'm not using them, I just cover them up. An old chest. Keep the kids' toys in there. This is a nice feature here. These are barn doors. But what they actually are from an old freight elevator. Found them in my brother's shed and repurposed them. Mounted them to the I-beam, and they actually work pretty well. And then all the various arcade equipment. Son said he needed a claw machine, so I got him a claw machine. I always wanted a pinball machine. This game is tons of fun. 1951 shuffle bowling. Unfortunately, it's down right now. Just a shuffle or a skee ball machine, works well. I always loved Centipede, so I had to get that game. This table, this was a workbench down here that the old man had. I had sanded it down, put new trim on it, and stained it and painted it, and love the way it turned out. Use this, it's great for parties, and it rolls all over, and you can pretty much put all your food on that. Just an old painting I got from a neighbor. This is the spotlight from a local college I picked up from somebody. Again, took all the innards out and rewired it with landscape light. All of my accent lighting is landscape light. This here, it's a pump organ. It works. My intent is to de-gut it and put all of my stereo equipment inside of it. Still haven't got to that yet, and I got some pushback for de-gutting it. That was a conquistador, I guess. I don't know, my neighbor gave it to me, and I thought it was perfect for down here. These little lanterns got from a antique store in Branson, Missouri while on vacation. It's supposed to have candles in there, rewired them so you can put the landscape lighting in. That's my refrigerator. Pretty much just put the contact paper on, the metal contact paper, and then kind of made it antique looking, rusty. I don't like it, kind of looks like stripes. I'll probably end up redoing that as well. The bar here is, or the back of the bar is just a china cabinet I picked up from a town away. Again, off a marketplace along with the chairs from a different person. The bar just barely fit. Had to take off the bottom and top, and it just barely fit through the door. Here are some more of those louver doors there. Everything's on wheels. You can take it all apart in case you need to get anything in or out of this room. Like I said, that's my laundry room back there. So if I need to, I can do that. Yeah, that's my laundry room. Got all of that wood there that you see from my attic. Found it up in the attic and was able to redo that. Along with the mirror was found in the attic. The door I got off of Marketplace. Probably one thing I'm not incredibly happy with, I did make this wall all the way around with a ledge. Although it looks nice, it doesn't really complement the rest of the decor in here. That's Tiffany. If you ever been to a bar, there's always that one girl that hangs out all night and waits there. All of this wood, I framed it up and then used OSB board and then just attached the wood. Tried to do it so where you can't see any of the cut board ends. They're all hidden. Got this from a guy that tore his fence down, and he gave it away for free on Marketplace. And about that's where I stopped. And then I found a bar that was dismantling their beer garden. And they said if I could take the fence down, I could have all of the wood. So I took it all down, piled it in my truck, and brought it home, and then reconditioned it, or repurposed it. Thought it'd be fun to have little Easter eggs all through the basement. So I have these little mice that are hanging out. So when people are over, they see one, I challenge them to find all of them. So here's a sneak peek of where a few are. But they're all over the basement. Maybe you can see a couple in the videos. This is normally how we keep it to where you can see all the landscape light is on. They go on when you turn on the lights down here. Then I have other dimmers for the can lights above. But it kind of highlights everything, puts lights where it needs to be. Forgot the general store is actually a closet, goes back about 10 foot, so plenty of room in the general store. The blacksmith shop, that's actually my workshop as well. It's kind of a mess. Currently working on a Halloween project. That's the Halloween project I'm working on. Probably give it to a friend once I'm done with it.